out of all the movies that could have popped up into my head, it had to have been this piece of fucking dog shit. Yeah, this is Derek Yashin. Today on why this movie was made, it's going to be Good Boy. Yeah, let's just fucking get into it. Alright? So first off, the budget costed 18 million, and well, I don't know how much profit it made back, and I don't fucking care and give a shit. So, the story and what the movie is about. Alright, first off, the story is about this kid named Owen Baker and his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Baker, basically go to work every day, and then he has to make an allowance, which he's a dog walker, and then one day he comes across this dog, but the dog is not an ordinary dog. It's half dog, half alien. And right here, the story just fucking sucks. It's just terrible. And what I thought what kind of movie I was getting into is okay, boy finds dog and boy takes care of dog and really cares for it and loves it. And it's just like okay, I was a little bit tricked into it because I got the movie for $1. And what I could say about that is this movie is not even a fucking dollar. This movie could have been like a penny, but I feel that that's too generous towards it. Seriously, it's too generous towards it because the movie just like fucking sucked ass. Seriously, the story is just a terrible heap. An alien dog, seriously, and dogs are aliens, and they try to get their masters to be their slaves and some shit like that, and then they're the masters. Yeah, that's pretty stupid and it's fucking bullshit, alright? So let's get into characters. Well, characters are one dimensional, they're boring, they're not interesting. Um, what I could say about it is, um, there's better character development in any movie. It doesn't matter. Just pick any random movie, and there we go. We got better character development. And this character development fucking sucks because we don't really give a shit about all the characters that's in this movie because they're fucking dumb and stupid. And even the dogs are fucking dumb and stupid. And I did not really give a shit. Alright, so let's get into the acting. Well, some unknowns, and of course that Molly Shannon, or Shannon Molly, however you say her name. I felt her acting was terrible here, as everyone else's acting was terrible here. And of course that you have voice work from Matthew Broderick, and his voice work is pretty terrible in this film. Not going to lie. And let me get into the writing. I mean, what fucking writing, people? Seriously. I mean, it just sounds fucking stupid in a movie, but written on paper, okay, fine, it sounds good, alright? But as a movie, no. Because the screenplay is just fucking stupid, and it fucking sucks, and so on and so forth. And the movie just has these weird moments, like literally, and disturbing too. Like really fucking disturbing. Like everybody looks at the main character as if he's like a fucking retard, and that's a really weird moment in the film and disturbing. Okay, believe me. And the dialogue, um, it's forced a little bit. It feels a little bit like eerie and awkward, or awkward. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, people, not eerie. But anyways, it just felt unnatural to me. Okay, so let's get into cinematography and the visuals. Of course, that it looked like dog shit, and I gotta say, this is one of the worst movies for cinematography and visuals because the visuals just fucking suck. Believe me, and it's just disappointing and a fucking letdown too. And the cinematography just like there's no other way to explain it, but it's just horseshit. Okay, and it's just boring, and it's kind of making me tired a little bit. I'm wanting to fall asleep because how boring the movie is. Seriously, it's fucking boring, and it's a fucking letdown with its cinematography and the visuals. All right, so let's get into practical special effects and CGI. Well, the practical effects was okay in this film, but it's not going to save it from terrible story, terrible acting, useless, boring characters, awkward dialogue, and many more other things about this film. And oh boy, is it giving me a fucking headache and migraine just fucking thinking about it. I mean, the practical UFO looked it fine, but it's just everything else was just shit. From the sets and basically all of that. And the special effects looked at like uh terrible shit. Seriously, it looked at fucking terrible. And the CGI was fucking ugh. Alright, so let's get into the music. Music was nothing that great. Actually, it's not memorable at all. And the movie itself, this is just a fucking waste of time. And everyone's time. Like, I would rather watch Master of Disguise, and that movie is really terrible. And then I asked myself why this movie was made. But saving that for another time. Um, what I could just say is just avoid this movie like the fucking plague. Seriously, cause um, you would rather have your ears or your eardrums basically pierced by two spikes than to ever listen to this movie. You could help a lot of people in the needy than to watch this movie. And you could basically read a newspaper while you're taking a dump than to ever give this movie a fucking chance. Because nobody should give this movie a chance. It's really that fucking terrible, and it's a bad excuse for a movie. Also, the fact that this was released by MGM, the same fucks that made Soul Plane, and Soul Plane did not need to be made because Airplane was fucking awesome and funny at the same time. Ugh, man, I really have a terrible headache from this movie, people. It's really that god awful. It's really that bad, believe me. I mean, I would rather go and basically smell paint than to ever watch this piece of shit ever the fuck again. And if I come across it in the store, I'll just make sure not to look at it and pass by it real quick. And that's how fucking terrible this movie is. And I can't really believe that I watched this film. I actually watched this film. And the whole basis of why this movie was made is films that I would never watch, but um, this one, unfortunately, I wanted to give a chance, and it was epic fail. Believe me. Uh, Going on for way too long, and this movie gets knocked the fuck out, and it can burn in hell for all I care, and may it go into the depths of space, into a black hole, so we can never see this fucking movie ever the fuck again. I am out. Peace.